I'm Kevin Tincher. I teach wilderness survival skills. I also have a restaurant and a construction business, but do a lot of stuff with different organizations in the area, Buffalo Cove, wilderness outdoor education programs. Because of our society, we've become very separated from nature. So there's different techniques, different things that one can do and learn to try to blend in better with nature. So whether it's studying, some type of meditation or just spending more time in the woods, because once you're in the woods sitting in one spot for 20 minutes, your internal energy and your external energy start matching the nature around you, so things start happening more. Our ego and mind has become so separated from nature, we're kind of afraid and anxious in nature. So sometimes you just have to push through it, just have to gain control of your mind basically, and just make it stop telling you to leave. The more people actually are not afraid of nature and spend more time in it, I think over time they would notice a huge difference. Walking as the fox, or practicing owl eyes or fox eyes. So if you go into what we call wide angle vision, so if you're walking on the landscape, either it could be in a city or in a town, and you let your eyes go soft and you're not focusing, and you're able to see everything in your 180 periphery, and you walk on the landscape like that, it relaxes your energy field. It relaxes you enough to where you're walking on the earth and you become part of the earth. And then you learn techniques on fox walking. So you change the way you walk, which is more, instead of coming heel, heel, toe, toe like we do in normal walking, you're walking more like a native person. So you're coming down towards the front of your foot more. Your heel barely touches the ground, so it's kind of like every step blesses the earth. So once you incorporate both of those two together, where you're constantly walking in this wide angle vision and you're walking on the earth, fox walking, then that's when magic starts happening. That's when you start seeing auras. That's when you start seeing tracks jump out at you. That's when plants start calling your name. All right, so the five senses, the one of them, the sight, was the one that we were talking about with the wide angle vision. So that's a very critical step for that one. Walking barefooted and doing the fox walk, that really does your sense of touch. You learn how to stalk and how to move on the landscape, and so barefoot walking is probably the number one way that you can learn how to better stalk. So there's a lot of different techniques. So let's say sound, for say. A lot of times we'll do for sound is that we'll go out to a tree on a windy day and we'll listen for a tree where all the leaves are clattering a little bit. And then we'll say, okay, I'm going to focus on that tree. Then I want to find the exact leaf that's making that exact sound. And using your ears, you focus in till you can pinpoint which leaf is making that exact noise. So you learn how to focus different ways. And so the wide angle vision helps you focus your eyes, and the walking helps you focus your touch, and the sound helps you focus your sound. And then you can do taste and smell. So there's just all these little things that if you just take time to be aware. Awareness is the key to everything. So awareness is your key to your students, and awareness is your key to what's going on around you in the outside world. So Grandfather Stalking Wolf would say awareness is the first step into spirituality, into the worlds of spirit, because once you start unlocking your awareness, then your mind and your body becomes the whole earth. You're not just you anymore. You're not locked in here. You actually expand out. And so this expansion through awareness is what connects you to everything else on the landscape. And because we now live in very safe places, our awareness has shrunk down a little bit. So, the more people can slow down and sit and listen and breathe really helps. Because if your mind and your breathing doesn't come into control, then you've lost it. You're gone. You're dead. So finding ways to bring yourself into center. And so our perspective is we have to learn how to shut down the mind. And that's how we learn to be more aware and pay attention. So if you're looking at something purely without the ego, without all your experiences on it, then you can actually try to see what's actually going on.